In discussing, strategies for asset protection and asset planning, one of the key components of that planning that we don't always think about is naming good people to be your fiduciary, to be your spokesperson, to be your power of attorney if you can't act yourself. And from time to time, we still have guardianship cases that come in because someone has never executed a power of attorney document, so no one has legal authority to act for that person, and then for whatever reason they're now incompetent and can't make legal decisions, and so a determination is made by the court as to who should be the guardian. The power of attorney it's often comes with a lot of broad power, and so if you happen to name a power of attorney that really isn't trustworthy or isn't going to execute things the way you want, they've typically got access to your checking account and could write a deed for your house, so it's a license to steal, if you will. And so when we're talking with clients, we will say, to the extent, do you trust this person 110%? Because if you say, I only trust Jimmy half the time, and that's not the person to name as your power of attorney. And so there's certain skill sets that you want to look for in naming that person. If you have someone that again, you want to think about a time where maybe you're incapacitated and someone's coming on the scene. Do they know how to pay their own bills? So are they good at, if there's some kind of written request from a company, will they comply with it? Are they reliable? So you really need to think those things through. Certain people just don't have the right mindset to be a power of attorney, don't have the same skill set. And it's okay. Look to someone else that does. It's one of those things. There's head decisions and there's heart decisions. And when you name a power of attorney, you really don't want to go with your heart. I've had clients in here that get worried about maybe hurting someone's feelings if we don't name, this person as the power of attorney. And I got two responses for that. Typically, one, it's really not that glamorous a position to be the power of attorney. And the second thing is that you want to make sure that you've got the right person, and you really don't even want emotion to come into play. You want to just make a good decision. I've got the right person for this, because if you name somebody that's not the right person and then you're incapacitated, well, that nature will take its course, and you just it is a very deliberate decision to make. And then you want to make sure you've got a good backup. A lot of times husbands and wives will come in here and they usually will name each other, but I'll talk to them like, what if they got in a car accident when they drove here today? Who would be the backup? And so, again, you want to make sure that you have that in place.